Okay, so Tattu sent me some of their new R-Line version 5 cells to try out. These are the 6S 1200 milliamp hour and 1400 milliamp hour. I'll put the weight and dimensions of the pack here up on the screen. Yeah, I never had a chance to try the version 4 of the R-Line, and I'm hoping I can try some of the smaller battery packs in the version 5 if they come out with them, because these are probably the best batteries I've actually ever used in all my time with FPV. I don't say that lightly because I have tested a lot of batteries, and these are unexpectedly better than expected. They told me like this had some new technology in it, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, whatever. Send them along. I'll give them a try. Let's see how they do. And I know that these are primarily for racing because I think most of the people that are they're targeting in terms of their marketing are the racers, and I'm not one of those, but I do fly freestyle, and I have a 5-inch freestyle quad that I tested these out on, and I figured I'd try it and test these packs on a setup that's fairly aggressive. So this is I forget what this model is. It's a Rush FPV model, 2207 motor, 1960 kV. So for 6S at this motor size, it's on 5-inch. It's a fairly aggressive motor. It's going to draw a lot of amps, especially at full throttle. So that's pretty much what I did. Is I just went crazy on the throttle. I normally wouldn't fly freestyle that way because you do a lot of full throttle blips, and then you do a maneuver, and then you need to then have some power from the battery to do recovery. And these packs are great for that. So obviously, with the bigger 1400, you're going to get a little bit more flight time versus the 1200. If you fly in sort of just normal freestyle on this setup here, I would get like 4 minutes 15 seconds on the 1200, and 5 minutes or 5.5 minutes on the 1400, somewhere around there, give or take. Kind of depends on how I'm flying. But if I'm just kind of, I was just kind of trying to kill the pack here with the 1200, and you just don't see the battery sag or the voltage sag that you would on a lot of other batteries. I typically, on this rig, I was flying this 1300. I don't know, it's like Extreme Power makes this one. I'm not exactly sure who makes one. This is 6S 1300 milliamp hour pack. This actually weighs more than the 1400 milliamp hour pack, and it's actually bigger. So actually, let me this is one that I've been flying around for a while. You would think that it would have more energy than 1300 milliamp hours, but it doesn't. So this 1300 is 243 grams, and this 1400 is 226 grams. And you can see the 1400 is actually smaller than this comparable 1300, and it's lighter. It's a little bit thicker, but it's definitely longer and a little bit taller, or a little bit shorter. So this is overall smaller and lighter than this 1300. And this battery, to be fair, had a lot of cycles on. I've been flying these for a while now. But even when they were new, I remember there definitely was some voltage sag, especially when you go full throttle on some of these bigger, more aggressive motors that have a really high kV. They tend to draw a lot of amps, and when you draw a lot of amps on these packs, the voltage will sag. It'll actually drop pretty quickly, and it'll recover when you let go of the throttle. But these would pretty much regularly go below 19, 18 volts quite often, even though I'm starting off at like 22 and a half volts, and I do a full throttle punch out, and then it's just going down to like 18, 17 volts sometimes. Even on this 1200 here, when I'm going full throttle for a good 5 seconds, it's maybe coming down to like 20 and a half volts, which is like kind of amazing. And I actually was not expecting that to happen. They did mention to me that the voltage sag thing was a real thing, and I was like, oh, I don't know about that. I mean, I've all the other 6S batteries I've tried, the voltage sag is always a thing. It just comes way down. So they're calling this like this stuff like some kind of aluminum bomite or something, AL bomite or something like that. I don't know. I'll just put up on the screen. I don't know what it is or what the secret sauce is or what makes this pack better. But yeah, you can feel it when you're flying around. When you're doing those full throttle punch outs, you don't feel like you're going to have like a little bit of a power loss in some of those maneuvers, so you can actually hold the throttle a little bit longer. And yeah, and then when you're doing like dives and stuff like that, and you want to have that power available to you without having that voltage sag, these are the packs to get. These are really actually pretty good. So yeah, and I mean, I'm not really sure, in terms of a 5-inch freestyle. I think I would go for the lighter one for the 1200. I think the 1400s are actually for people that race and are on like doing a lot of full throttle and on a longer track. That's probably what you want to go for. But I think for more general purpose, this 1200 6S is the way to go. This one has, I think, for 5-inch freestyle on these 2207 high kV motors or 2306 high kV motor. This one's going to give you a nice solid 3 minutes of high performance flying freestyle. I have no idea how these are in racing, but from what I've heard from other people that do race, these are pretty good packs. And I haven't seen anything yet that kind of matches these. I do have some old GMB cells that also, like this one here, has a lot of voltage sag. So yeah, maybe if GNB is watching this video, if you want to send me your newest packs, I can compare them to these and see how they do. But these are pretty impressive overall. Anyway, normally I don't give a glowing review, especially for batteries, and because there's a kind of a commodity thing, but these are kind of different. So I figure I'd at least mention how it was different for me, and and in the end, I thought it performed. So, if any of you guys have tried these packs out, the version 5, maybe some other sizes, let me know in the comments below. Really curious about if there's other sizes available. I don't think there are yet. But yeah, these I think would be good in some micro packs, like 4S650s would be interesting. Something under 1,000 milliamp hours in the 6S area for some of the Cinewhoops or something like that. The more aggressive freestyle Cinewhoops, for example. I think these packs would be kind of good. Anyway, I'm going to try and get Tattu to make those if they haven't made those already, because I think those will be. This is probably the way to go for batteries in the future. So we'll see. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Talk to you guys later.